Author and intimacy expert Laura M. Brotherson, host of the Marital Intimacy Show, educates and inspires women to create a mutually fulfilling, intimate, and passionate marital relationship, emotionally, spiritually, and sexually.
Hi there. Welcome back to the Marital Intimacy Show, available at themaritalintimacyshow.com. My name is Laura Brotherson. Thanks for tuning in today. Well, we get to talk about kissing again today. How fun is that? The title of this episode, number 27, is The Bliss of a Kiss, Restoring the Lost Art of Kissing, Part 2. So let's get started. Now, in the last episode, we discussed the fact that many couples have lost that lovin' feeling when it comes to kissing. And we'd like to bring that back, not only within lovemaking, but also as a standalone pleasure. We talked about 3 of the common complaints that wives have about kissing in our last episode, and we'll finish the last 3 inhibiting facts in this episode. Then we'll talk about some of the suggestions I have for changing the kissing dynamics in your relationship. I guess we're going back to kissing school. Now remember, this is for the wives who may need some extra encouragement for getting back into the swing of kissing again, and also for those of you who already enjoy it, so that you can get new creative juices flowing and expand your kissing repertoire and have a greater blissful experience. So let's get to the next 3 inhibitors of kissing, or 3 more common complaints from wives about why they don't like to kiss or why they don't. So number 4 is, it's hard to kiss if we haven't talked or connected at all during that day. Kissing and lovemaking require emotional connection, especially for women, although men need it too. But feeling loved and having a level of trust between you is just so important. So talk with your spouse about specific things they might do to help you feel more connected during the day, whether that's calling to see how you're doing, helping out more in the home, or some nice non-sexual affection sometime previously in the day. It really helps to have some emotional intimacy to warm your fires. It may be wise to review the 8 T's of the female sexual response to determine areas that might need to be addressed, because these apply as much to getting into the mood of kissing as they do to getting into the mood of lovemaking. So some of these areas to consider are thoughts, tenderness, teasing, talk, touch, technique, transcendence, and time. And you can go back to our previous episode that talks about these 8 T's of the female sexual response to get more specific insights. So number 5 is, I get grossed out because the kisses just get too wet. Now, this can be another pretty easy fix for many couples if they realize the problem or make it known to each other that this is an issue. This is good information for a husband to help him see that if he'll just keep the saliva in check, it will help you be able to enjoy kissing a lot more. Now, I hear this last one a lot. Number 6 is, I get claustrophobic, like I can't breathe. This is an amazingly common complaint for many women. Just think about it. If you've even had one really bad experience of feeling suffocated or overpowered during kissing, it can be enough for it to become a negative association. So by changing the dynamics of kissing, you can unlearn that experience and replace it with new, more positive and liberating associations. It might just be that your husband needs a little bit of kissing lessons. And in our kissing homework, we're going to suggest that you take the lead to regain some control of what goes on and also relearn to have a more positive experience associated with kissing. I think I should just share this quick little story of a woman sharing a bad kiss experience, because I think it illustrates how, just one bad experience can really make things go awry for future kisses. So she writes this: a bad kiss can feel like an assault of bad breath and a big, nasty, choking tongue. Ugh. I think my worst kiss was with a guy who did no lip kissing. Instead, he went straight for the interior of my mouth. His tongue was huge, and I felt like I could not breathe because he smashed his face into mine. It was very unpleasant. I kept trying to lead by example, but he was not getting it. I wonder if he mistook my gasping for breath as passion instead of the near-death experience it was. Okay, so let's talk now about some specific suggestions for helping you to restore kissing and making out to its pre-marriage status as something anxiously anticipated. So here's your kissing homework. Now, this could also be considered a date night kissing class for you and your husband, or a kissing lesson. These scenarios and suggestions that I'm going to share are just that. They're suggestions for you to use and then adapt them to your situation until you find something that will work for you. So the first suggestion is this: talk to your spouse. I want to empower women to take a little bit more of a leadership role in the making out department of their relationship. And to do this, I'd invite women to tell their husbands that they'd like to enjoy kissing a little more so that they can engage a little more frequently. Specifically, we want to learn or relearn to enjoy kissing as a standalone activity that doesn't always have to lead to sex. Now, this will also help it be a more enjoyed part of lovemaking as well. So after discussing this, then figure out a time that you can have this kissing lesson or kissing class. Just remember that the objective is to set it up as an activity that has no associated pressure or expectation that it will lead to anything else. Now, I realize some spouses may not like the idea of kissing that doesn't lead to something more, especially when they feel that there's already not enough of the something more in their relationship. But I hope that you can together understand or discuss that learning to re-enjoy kissing for its own sake is one of the great ways to make it easier for lovemaking to more often follow. Well, here's a good place for us to break. So we'll continue in the next episode with the rest of the suggestions for changing the dynamics of kissing in your marriage. This has been episode number 27, The Bliss of a Kiss, Restoring the Lost Art of Kissing, Part 2, on the Marital Intimacy Show with Laura M. Brotherson. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back real soon with the rest of the story and more great insights for strengthening your marriage. Now remember to check in at our website, strengtheningmarriage.com, to learn more. We'd also love to have you join us on our annual Couples Valentine's Cruise next February. So you can check that out on the website as well. Until next time, this is Laura Brotherson with the Marital Intimacy Show. Have a great day and make yours a great marriage.